welcome to tonight's episode of Chit Chat Shop. I am Brittany. This is my lovely co-host, Robyn. Unfortunately, Chef Ben Kelly was feeling a little down and out tonight, so luckily for Kate and Alex MacAulay, Robyn and I are his sub-ins. As mentioned, this is Alex and Kate MacAulay of amphoto, and they are joining us tonight to make some delicious treats. What's happening? Ginger is struggling.
I didn't even hear you, right?
I think it's me.
Anyways, I will continue. So we're already off to a great start, everyone. So yeah, can we just start this over? I'm just kidding. So Ben was gonna make something delicious and chefly, meat with them, but Robyn and I are not chefs, so we figured we'd make some little treats because that's what we like.
Snacks. We're making snacks
all the time.
Snacks are good.
So take it away, Robyn. No.
Well, so the snacks we came up with today are paleo.
I think Patty's probably watching in Florida, and if you are, I see you, Patty. She told us that Kate and Alex were paleo, which is not a lie because they used to be. However, when they came in, they said, we are not paleo anymore, and I was literally like,
surprise.
it's like stone cold. So we're going to make paleo treats, which are also delicious and healthy, and there's nothing wrong with that. So, continue.
Yeah, we get lots of questions about that anyways, and
we're happy to answer anything.
yeah, perfect. Yes,
we
the
have a
experts.
little bit.
So we are making 3 recipes today. Chef Ben one.
So we would try to
Step it up.
Yeah. Hopefully this works. We're not sure.
Nice.
So the first one is a nut mix, and I looked up a recipe, and it was kind of like a spice nut mix, and I decided to do it with honey and rosemary. So I'm going to melt the coconut oil and melt the honey.
Maybe we'll get Alex on the stove melting.
Yeah, if that's cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just.
So, Kate, you
Yeah.
guys were paleo for a little while.
A little while,
Okay,
yeah.
And this just lights.
Not forever, but
Not forever.
Yep.
We decided to
not too high.
see what we could cut out of our diet.
Yeah.
And we gave this a shot.
Yeah.
A couple of years.
And-
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of prepping.
well, even in looking up the recipes,
Yeah.
I was like, oh my, we need to go buy this and we need to go buy this.
Yeah,
So I can
it's a-
see how it would kind of be challenging, but
time-consuming, yeah.
I guess once you are doing it, it's obviously easier to continue to do it. So. Alex is melting on the stove. And then you have a mixture of things happening.
Yeah, so I just the recipe called for certain nuts, and I just decided to use the nuts that we had.
Yep.
So there's peanuts, almonds, pistachios, and walnuts in here.
Excellent.
We won't talk about the first batch, but this second batch is going to be real good.
We were extra nervous, so we wanted to try to pre-make things to make sure that they would work out well, and then
Which
was smart
Yes.
because she followed the recipe to a T, and then I hear they're burnt, they're nuts. So
perfect.
Okay.
So I chopped
This
up.
looks lovely.
Thank
I
you.
chopped up some rosemary, so I'm just gonna put those in.
Nice.
I love sweet things with rosemary. I
I
had
like
the
rosemary.
I do.
I had the best dark chocolate rosemary cookie one time.
Oh, wow.
Amazing.
Do I not put that on
Yeah, you
potatoes?
put that on potatoes all the
Should I
time.
put it on potatoes?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Why not?
That's all I put it on. Okay.
You can pour that in here, and I'm gonna spread that out on that pan.
Sounds good. Wow.
Did you guys know Scott McIntyre?
Yeah.
He said, oh yeah, snacks. He's really excited.
Yes. The snack machines. Okay, so like I said, first time I followed, or like Brittany said, I followed the recipe to a T. This time I did not. So the oven is set at 325, and I'm just gonna throw these in for a few minutes.
What did I melt on the stove?
Coconut oil and honey.
Honey. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like I said, the recipe didn't call for those things, but I like them. Yeah.
So tell us a bit about your business. You guys are photographers.
We are.
How did you get into that? Did you go to school, or was it a hobby turned into a job?
Yeah, it was sort of an interest turned into obsession back in
Yeah.
university, and
Oh, okay. So you went to university
Not
for
for me, for
obviously
Alex.
not.
right. I was in science degree, and I bought my first camera, and I became obsessed, and that's what
It
we've
kind of
done
stem.
ever since.
Excellent.
Alice's mom was always the sort of the photo historian in his family. He always took an interest in all the photos. so-
Okay, cool. And now you've had your business for how long?
20 plus years.
20 plus
You
years.
gotta stop counting now because it makes us sound old. So.
That's
And you
awesome.
recently built like a kind of work studio or
Yeah.
in the works on
Yeah.
at your home.
On our property, yep.
Yeah, the outside is finished, but the inside we're still
It's a
working on.
little
But we're
rough.
shooting in it now. And,
Excellent.
yeah,
And the
very
idea
excited.
is like to do different shoots there, like family
Yep.
shoots,
Yeah,
boudoir
especially
shoots.
boudoir for sure. But
Yeah.
this time of year it's tough. We've always shot on location, so this time
Yeah.
of year is kind of tricky that way. So
Yeah.
it's nice to be able to have a place that we can always go to. And,
That's fair.
yeah,
And
we
it's
love
nice
it.
that it's like in your front yard.
And it's a
Right.
short commute.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like
And then
it.
you can
We do a
take
lot.
back your basement area.
We can.
Yeah.
We can.
Because
Yep.
that was your studio,
Yep.
right?
We're kind
Exactly.
of planning what can we do with it.
I know, with so much room now.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna do a thing with it, so we probably won't use it anymore.
Well, it could be like a toy room or a
Sophia might
playroom.
take over, yeah.
she'll probably take over that. a
Oh,
little
she's
bit
not.
more.
Yeah.
She doesn't need any more room.
No, she's not having access to an outdoor.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. I was thinking that
Yeah,
it
10
was-
going on 20. And,
Yeah. You need to keep a close eye.
Yeah, exactly.
So the next thing that I came up with was like a coconut chocolatey mousse type
That
thing.
sounds amazing.
So all you do is take the coconut milk, or
Wow.
yeah,
The
but
harder coconut.
yeah,
don't
so
take the
you
liquid.
don't want the liquid.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna chuck
We
that
still,
in
we
there,
still use a lot of coconut milk and stuff that we cook.
so that you can save.
So did you
liquid.
take that off the shelf?
No, you probably.
No,
put
it was in the fridge. Yeah. It was in the fridge. Thank you, Robin. So put it in the fridge for a couple hours so that it'll firm up, and
Got
then
it.
you can just scoop the rest of it out. And you could save this for like in your smoothies or for other things if you wanted. You know, not to be wasteful.
Cool.
You obviously don't have to do that. So I'll just do that with this one. And this is super easy. And ooh, hello. things are happening. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in there. And then I have maple syrup to sweeten it.
Very nice.
Like about 3 tablespoons and a bit of cocoa powder. I feel like,
You're winging it.
yeah, I'm gonna. And then maybe I'll get you back on the stove.
Absolutely.
So you just need to mix it until it's combined.
Okay.
Or you might want to whisk it actually to get the lumps out. Oh yeah, and then just turn this guy. Perfect. And Kate, you
Hi.
teach CrossFit.
I do.
So how did you guys get into the CrossFit?
Well, funny you should say. Scott McIntyre introduced us to
Oh,
CrossFit.
that's funny.
Yeah.
And you've been going for a while. Then
Yeah,
you just
about
started...
6 years.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah. So we like it. We like the exercise of it. We like the variety that it gives us.
And how often do you go? Like, per...
5 or 6 days a week.
Oh, okay. So you are committed
Yeah, we are.
CrossFitters.
We are.
And now it used to be you guys went to CrossFit in this building.
In this building,
Because
yeah,
I would
around the
remember
corner.
where my office was. I could just
you
see
could
them
see
running
them
around.
running around the
Hey,
building.
Oh, hey, Alex.
Hey, Brittany.
And now you.
I do teach. Yeah, I got my level 1 certificate. It'll be 3 years this year.
Oh, excellent!
Yeah,
Congratulations.
thank you.
And you teach once a week.
Once a week, yeah. But sometimes more when it's needed for me to fill in. So I'm happy to do it.
And you're liking that.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's always something I've been interested in, but never have. Maybe once I need to like lose baby weight, I'll come see you.
You can come do it. You should see some of the mamas that come and do CrossFit.
Yeah. Well, they say don't like start something new
No,
at this
probably-
stage.
probably
'cause
not a great idea.
It probably would be very bad for
It
me.
might not be good.
No, but yeah, I'll definitely come see you afterwards. Sure. How's it going, Alex?
Yeah, let's see.
I feel like we're just like shoving him at the stove.
Little lumpy, but
It'll come
there.
together. We
We'll
just
get there.
whisper up real good. And Robin, how are the nuts? Do we burn the nuts?
They're cooking. They're cooking.
And you guys have a busy summer?
Yeah, busy summer coming up.
Yeah.
We're excited.
Are you finding like I know for us this summer we have a lot of off-site weddings.
Everything. Oh
Right?
yeah.
Everything
I don't
is
think.
far away.
I kind of went through our list of weddings that we have booked. We're all over the provinces. Like we're up at the Digby Pines. We're at the Celtic
Oh,
Lodge.
nice.
We're down at Liscombe Lodge.
Nice.
I don't think we have. I don't know if we have one in the city
in the
this
city.
year.
But it's nice to be able to also like kind of travel a bit.
A little
Although,
bit, yeah.
I mean, it's not like a vacation. It's more like a.
Yeah, are you okay?
So
Is it bubbling
it
a
actually
little
gets really hot and like you need to be very careful. So your daughter,
Yes.
she sent along
A list.
line.
Line.
Oh, you did that one already.
I feel like I already stole some of them.
How many shots do you take?
Shoot.
Shoots.
I said the
Shoots.
same thing
How,
actually.
sorry, oh my god. How many shoots do you take?
And there's, let me see this actually. I gotta show them because it's so cute. So she did the questions and the answers. With, so how many shoots do you take? I guess
Well,
a week.
In a week, we typically do 2 to 3 shoots every week.
And it's the answer is correct.
It's a variety of shoots that we do.
Oh, she's so cute. And how old is she?
She just turned 10 in January.
Excellent. And I was saying when you guys came in, I saw her on a commercial, right?
Yeah, she just did a commercial with Northumberland
Oh, Northumberland
Fairies.
Yeah.
It's like velvet.
Yeah.
I should know.
So it's kind of like putting.
Oh, well, as long as you shared it, you
She was very excited.
Kind
She was
of,
very
yeah.
excited to be the star of the show. It was. I didn't realize how much that
Like she
it was
would be-
actually her, and
Yeah,
it
and
was all
she's
her.
so
And I'm
sweet.
like,
It's like really like velvet.
That's awesome.
Patty's watching, by the way. She says hello.
hi, Patty.
She's in Florida.
Yeah, thanks,
One more
Patty.
time. Oh,
And then
hello,
we'll say,
Ella. What was I gonna say? Oh, and for your shoots, are you?
Do
are
you guys ever
burnt?
catch on fire back here?
Hey, the stove gets really hot.
it's 2 weeks in a row we're gonna fire in here.
Don't.
Well, don't hurt yourself for
Oh,
the
no,
sake
it's just
of the
hot.
chocolate. It's really not worth it. I mean,
Well, it is. It's
well,
chocolate.
I mean, I've
We got a little
pre-made
bubble
it.
going on. Is that,
Okay, that's
Are we good?
perfect.
Just a
Yeah,
little
let me
bit?
have a little look-see. Yeah, that looks great.
Okay.
So we'll turn this on.
So not using names.
Yes.
Do you have the weirdest or the funniest job you've ever done? Is there something that was
Oh yes.
okay?
Well, you know what?
Not using names, obviously.
We've been at this a long time, and we've not really had much of a story until recently. But we did have a great couple that we were working with, and it was they had their pictures done before the wedding, and it was on a farm. And there was a post with a rope in it that was in the shot, and he said, "Oh, I'll get that out of the way." I asked, "Can we get rid of that rope, maybe?" And I just thought he'd untie it, and he decided to try and take out the whole post.
So
And he yanked on
he's
it.
wiggling
He
it.
fell backwards in a pile of cow poop,
Horse
all
poop.
dressed up, horse poop,
Horse
and split his pants.
Oh
Stop it.
no!
Yeah.
Oh, that's awful.
He
But
just
like
hap-
makes for a funny photo.
He just, it was amazing, but
And this was pictures pre.
Well,
It was
Pre-ceremony.
pre-ceremony.
but he just happened to have a pair of pants inside that matched, and everything
you
was
way to go.
good.
They were dirty, but she's like, the bride was like, the two of them just went, oh well, go change. And they were like,
Right?
you know,
Well, it's nice when you
They
can
kinda
have that
just
kind
rolled.
of attitude.
It was
Yeah.
awesome.
When that doesn't ruin your day.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
That's so funny.
So Alex, I have Shelly telling you that she's worried about your shirt.
Uh-oh.
Why? Are we?
And
Catching
we're
on
gonna say
fire?
give the man a
Oh,
towel.
Shelly.
Give the
Oh,
minutes.
I
Give
know.
Shelly.
Yeah, Shelly. No, his shirt will
Ben's
stay
at
on.
home.
Spill?
Ben's
Are you
at home
gonna
going,
spill
oh,
it?
they're doing it all wrong. They're like lighting the guests on fire.
No, Shelly's his shirt will stay on right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
she's
keep,
saying,
I'll keep my
like-
shirt on for tonight.
You'll have to come to CrossFit for it to come off.
Yeah.
Ah.
I like what you're thinking there, Shelly. I like where you're going with this.
Thanks, Shelly.
Chit chat chop takes a different turn.
To a new level.
Yeah.
So we're gonna magic vision. We'll send this into the fridge,
Ah,
And it'll come right out.
and it'll come right
this
out.
is cool. This is how they do it.
I like the magic of television. It's fun.
Oh, and then we're gonna put. You can make whipped cream. I should get over here. You can. I don't
Following
think.
you with this mic.
Oh, okay.
This camera.
You can make whipped cream out of coconut cream, which we were going to do. But typical Robyn and Brittany, we looked up the recipe like an hour ago, and it was like, dude, you need to refrigerate the coconut milk overnight. Do not think you can refrigerate it for an hour and it will work. So we refrigerated it for an hour and it didn't work, and I was like, all right. I guess we.
It's delicious.
Yeah, it tastes really good.
It
but
is good. Coconut.
We'll just make
yeah.
some regular whipped cream. Actually, could you grab me a whisk?
Oh, wow.
You did a wonderful job, Robyn.
Thank you.
I know, right? I know. Robyn is great. Poor Robyn.
Really,
That's good.
Robyn and Brittany, they started in the kitchen.
Yes, we
Yeah.
did. So, I mean, you might be surprised, but
Doing what Rochelle did.
I know what you're doing.
Vanna whiting it.
I mean,
Culinary
you might be a little surprised to hear this information, seeing as this is going so well.
It is going well. I
I'm
think
just
it's going excellent.
Thanks, Adam. Adam was like really trying to pump us up. He's like, it'll be fine, and if it's bad, just be entertaining.
I'm not even sweating barely. Just a little bit.
Are you normal?
Magic vision.
Um,
Amy Hall says, if only everything could be cooked by magic vision.
yeah, I know.
No kidding.
Right? That is, and it would be nice if you could just put it in and then pull out that. Yeah, so that's our finished product.
It looks really pretty.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so Robyn went to culinary school and I went to pastry school. But we were still a little too intimidated to make pork.
That's
Something
okay.
pork
Pork.
related.
We were gonna make pork apparently.
Well, look,
Chef Ben
there's
was gonna
twice as
make
many.
There are, I know, there's one for everyone. We planned ahead. Yeah, when Ben, was not going to be here tonight, we called him and said, so, like, what did you plan with them? And he was like, I was going to buy some pork. And Robyn and I were like, well, that's not going to happen.
That doesn't go with the pastry chef.
Yeah.
But,
What kind of dessert do we make this for?
Yeah, exactly. He was like, I don't bacon wrap pork. I would
you
different
can
chocolate.
you can do kit. Oh, yeah, there's such thing.
Yeah,
That's very paleo.
it would be really good. I'm going to keep mixing this. And Robyn, if you want to move on to our last thing.
Okay.
You guys are like,
Are we too quick?
Am I going back to the stove?
on the same page.
I feel like Adam was like worried when we said we're gonna do 3 things. He was like, if you have to drop one, don't worry about it. Like, don't rush through. Just drop one. Like,
We're trained professionals.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So,
Race.
no.
So the last recipe that we have is paleo Reese's Peace Cups.
Yeah.
So in this pan here is honey, coconut oil, and peanut butter. The first batch I made with almond butter, which is more paleo friendly.
Yes.
But if you're not strict paleo, you can use peanut butter. So
We eat peanut butter now.
yes,
we
I
used to,
also
but
like
we-
peanut butter more. So so we're gonna melt that, and I
Back to the
have.
stove.
Yes, back to the stove. I'm gonna go back to the stove.
Embarrassing.
I can be on the stove. And I have
I mean,
some
I'm
chocolate
trying.
here.
You want me to get this? I should have brought it.
Yeah, I think. I think.
Whoever made the Valentine's shortbreads did a fantastic job.
Thank you, Sarah. I did decorate those.
Favorite part of my Valentine's, that's my wife. Part of my Valentine's present for her.
Good job, Adam.
Of course.
I didn't get anything for Valentine's Day.
This is your
Say that louder.
Valentine's.
Say that louder.
I did not get anything for Valentine's Day.
Oh my goodness.
He is a gift enough, Kate.
Isn't he?
There it is. And let's say about that. Whoops.
My bad. Maybe next year.
Yeah, maybe next year.
He didn't get anything either.
It goes well. I mean,
Pussycat.
so when is your wedding season start this year? Like, does it start early? June.
I don't
Yeah.
know. May? I don't know. I don't
I feel
remember.
like it changes every year. Like for us, last year we didn't have a whole lot in the beginning, like May and
Yeah.
June, but then there was a lot in like October into November.
It's shifting.
Yeah,
It's
I feel like it
shifting.
changes.
Over 20 years, it has definitely shifted to the
To-
late summer, early fall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like June to the end of October,
Yeah.
early
Yeah.
November. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Any questions? Come on, Ginger.
Ted is talking about how his wife left the country for Valentine's
She
Day.
did.
She did, but I'm not sure she feels bad about that.
Yeah, I doubt that Patty is very sad sitting in Florida,
No.
probably with a nice glass of wine.
What's she doing in Florida anyway?
She's a part of like a catering.
Yeah, no, I don't care. She's
Yeah.
in Florida.
She's drinking.
She's in Florida, visiting caterers and eating a lot of food.
Oh,
and we're
that's
here.
Fun.
Yes.
Sounds awful.
In the cold.
It does sound
cream.
awful.
Super
Oh
awful.
my gosh, one of the places is Kreider's Barbecue.
Yeah, I saw that.
And one of the owners sleeps there, and every 20 minutes,
Yeah, that's right.
he puts a piece of wood
On the
on
pot.
the smoker.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Wow.
Speaking of that delicious food,
So good.
what is your favorite like things to make or eat or?
Pork.
We're gonna have you back to Chet
Awful.
Shop round two.
Round two.
But
My chef Ben.
Well, we have a big green egg.
We
charcoal.
love doing
do
the
you
smoker
use
stuff.
that a lot?
Yeah.
It comes in waves.
Yeah.
But
Turkey on that is
the egg is
amazing.
really good.
Cool.
I don't know if that we've cooked a turkey before. We
No,
cooked
I've
it on
never,
the
ever,
egg,
ever cooked a turkey in an oven.
and it comes out
It's like
so
kinda
juicy
paranoid.
and smoky. It is just amazing. So
So
anything
good.
cooked on the egg is really,
The
really
big
yummy.
green
A
egg, it's like
smoker?
a smoker.
Big
That's okay.
smoker?
Yeah. So we catered some events at your home, and I remember eyeballing that and thinking, I'd like one of those. But it's kind of, I feel like it's intimidating. Is it not? Is it
No,
user
and that's
friendly?
what's amazing is that you can get that going, and it takes maybe 20 minutes to get up and running. But once you set, there's a vent in the bottom, vent at the top, and that's it. Once you get that set and the temperature
you're
locked
good to
in,
go.
it'll
You're good
sit
to go.
there for 8 hours and not change the
Ah.
temperature,
Oh.
and it holds the moisture
What's
and anything
the-
you're cooking. It's just amazing.
What's the meat we do on it?
Like
The-
brisket
We've
or
done-
like,
That's it, brisket.
Oh yes,
Wow.
that might be my favorite. Would be brisket on the
On the-
Yeah,
green
because
egg.
I was looking it up and I was like, I don't know if this would I'd be good at this.
Oh, it's easy. It's
Am I
easy.
gonna like?
yeah.
Am I gonna buy this thing and then like ruin all this meat?
No, you can't. We actually had chicken wings on one night. We had a party. Totally forgot.
Yeah.
It's like 2 hours later. We're like, oh crap, the chicken wings, and there was like 4 of us outside. We just cracked it, and then we ate them all.
straight off.
They were delicious.
Oh, nice.
Very
And
forgiving.
Are you using your outdoor space a lot? Because you had a
Absolutely,
really
yeah.
cool kind of
Yep.
outdoor.
Yeah.
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 It extends our
Your
indoor
living space.
our living
So
space.
the adults
yeah.
kind of hang out there, and the kids hang out
go
inside.
Do they have a really cool like outdoor?
We call it the sunroom.
Yeah. And there's a fireplace in
There's
there.
a wood stove in there.
Yeah. I was actually talking to my husband. We were talking about like what to do in our backyard, and I was like, "Well, let me tell you what we're gonna do in our
Seriously, it just extends the
have a tour.
season.
backyard." Yeah, I said I was like, "I'll call Alex and Kate and see if we can
Absolutely.
come."
Because you can
have a
hang
little
out there in
tour.
the middle of winter. It can be
Yeah.
snowing, it can be cold,
Wow.
it can be cozy in there. It's warmer than the house.
You have space too.
I have space. Yeah, I have enough space. Yeah, I'm adding a little vanilla to this whipped cream. That
cream.
took me like probably a
Oh,
half hour to whip.
Forever.
That smells good.
I know. I'm like la 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 la. I should have gave Alex this.
Alex,
Chocolate in the bottom.
No,
Yeah, I did layer the
Can.
chocolate in the
finally
bottom.
did it. Now it's
wow.
butter.
What are you doing over there, Miss Robin?
Robin's making Reese's
I'm
Pieces.
just I'm
incredible.
building the Reese cups.
So how are you building those?
So I put some melted chocolate, which I melted in a bowl over
Over a
a
double-
pot so that the steam melted the chocolate because that is the appropriate way to melt chocolate.
It is.
Microwave.
And no, not the microwave.
Good to know.
Not in a pot. And then, so I put the chocolate on the bottom, and now I'm putting the peanut butter inside, which is thinner than the other batch.
I was gonna say, that's really
so
thin.
I'm hoping that, the magic of television is gonna save me, but
I have a feeling.
they're gonna be super good anyways, and then I'm gonna put chocolate on top.
Okay, some of that's what we're making. So we're making.
Oh, we made 3 things. So we already made
We have
spice
nuts.
nuts, which are
Out of the
cooling
oven.
Out of the oven.
Ooh.
This is a coconut cocoa chocolate mousse, which we made some whipped cream, and we're gonna dollop on there. Maybe a little fresh berries on there. A little Valentine's Day mousse.
Yeah,
Yep.
mousse.
Oh, I thought I'm telling you. I guess I'm telling everyone. And the final thing is a kind of paleo peanut butter cup, which you could make with whatever kind of nut butter your heart desires.
Now, what happened with the almond butter?
Well, we were super nervous, as mentioned before, and we wanted to make everything in advance. And then we used all the almond butter on round 1.
okay.
And then you want to top these. So then we were like, you know what? Let's just do peanut butter for round 2.
God.
But
We're rookies.
we
So
truly
almond butter
are.
does work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you could use any
We're gonna
type of
taste
butter.
it for you. You're gonna try.
We're gonna
Oh
try it
yeah,
out.
those are coming out.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is something cute too. You could make like, and put in the fridge and then send with like lunches for school for kids. You could make them on a smaller scale. 'Cause
Sophia
this
would
is,
love that.
Sophia will love this.
You should
What kind of
send.
chocolate did you use for the mousse?
For the mousse, I used like a high quality cocoa powder, and then for the peanut butter cups, we used chocolate chips that we melted.
Yum,
So
terrific.
sugar-wise, what's in that mousse? Real sugar? What did you do?
No, all
Sugar-wise,
it
there's
is
nothing.
maple syrup, but I
A
guess
little bit of maple syrup, yeah, which is great.
which is
Okay.
We
We
like to
use,
watch
like,
what sugar goes in and out, so
Ted's trying to do a keto thing, and he's just asking if he can eat
you could
some of
we
those
don't know
things.
about keto.
probably right.
Yeah, but he can do the peanut butter cups for sure.
Could you do this so it's coconut?
Maple syrup,
Oh, but you could can you have honey?
though. No, but you
No.
can do those fake sugars in there.
Oh,
You'd
like a
have to-
stevia.
Probably
or
a
something?
So
stevia,
he can
yeah.
just do a twist on it, right? right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can twist it.
But the fatty whipped cream and the coconut milk,
Oh, yeah.
that's
Yep,
all right up
yep.
there.
Absolutely.
Give her a try.
Oh, we get to eat it?
Yeah.
Of course.
Hey, I like
We
this kind
love
of
mason jars.
Yeah, so we
Yeah.
do a lot of stuff in mason jars, and it's easy for like you can do like overnight breakfasts in them, or
Yeah.
all kinds of different things.
I've done that.
Right?
Yeah, like the
Little bit of
overnight
that,
oats,
that's
and,
gone in the
or
fridge.
salads. You can just layer, and it's nice for meal planning as well. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll give
Yummy.
that a try.
Hands are full, but thank you. Very thoughtful. So here's the question. I'm gonna.
Did you
I'll
burn
follow
your
you.
nuts, Robin?
Some are extras.
So-
Some for home, madam.
Yes. So obviously we're gonna have new parents here very soon. Do you have any
We have
advice for new parents? Like, is there something that you've learned over the years that we worried about this and it really didn't matter? Is there something that you would share with
Like,
a
help me
soon to
not
be?
screw up my child.
one. I won't say what was just about to come out of my mouth.
Please do.
No.
Tell me after.
Yeah.
It can be simple. Like there's lots of lessons.
Well,
obviously.
I'm definitely a little bit cuckoo. That's a given. So
Right, yes.
I think I've passed those genes on to our child. So
That's fine then.
No
So no
advice.
tip.
No
just-
advice. No.
That's it. She's crazy, kid's crazy. So
Take lots of
basically,
pictures.
I
Yeah.
can do that.
Yeah.
Take
Because
lots
everyone
of
will tell you the
pictures.
time goes really fast.
Yeah, she's all of a sudden she's 10 and
She's
I don't
10.
know. I have no idea.
And
where
then you
the
that-
time
and you
went.
forget all the earlier stuff. That's
Yeah.
what's crazy.
Yeah.
I'll have to
Yeah.
learn how to use my camera.
Yeah.
So like Facebook came up with those, you
Those
know,
memories?
heart-wrenching memories, and I think she was my story was I think she may have been 3 or 4, and she's writing her Valentine cards, and like the concentration. Oh my gosh, it was so sweet.
And then blink and she's 10.
Blink and she's 10.
It is crazy how even
Yeah.
like not kids like how fast time goes.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, it's like especially with children,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
notice that big time difference. Look at all of our finished things.
Yes,
Ooh,
cheers.
look at those
Ooh.
Matt Wow. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna-
try those ones.
And how are those nuts, Robin?
They should cool. They're hot. They're hot nuts,
Hot
guys.
nuts.
They're not burnt
But they're not burnt nuts.
Every time I say nuts,
nuts.
Kate's like, stop saying nuts.
Oh, gosh.
Is that not a thing?
Nuts?
Yeah, hot nuts.
nuts.
They used
Is
to have
that
those
thing?
machines.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I meant to do.
Sure.
Please stop yourself.
I mean, just don't burn yourself. We already burnt your arms on the oven.
Oh, no.
That worked.
Nope.
Sarah is saying sleep when they do and let your house move.
Yep.
I can do that.
That's it.
Except I can
Thank
never
you.
fall asleep like that.
Tell
Don't
her.
sweat the
That's some
small
hot nuts.
stuff.
Exactly. That's great
Hot
advice.
nuts, honey.
It is great
That is
advice.
that is great advice. Do you have any advice, Adam? You have 2 little ones.
Oh, two.
Well, that's my wife who just said that's.
Yeah.
I agree with.
You
I
can't
agree
just
with that.
steal. You can't just steal her advice. You
She
need.
said. No, I can't really think of. I can't really think of anything other than what you guys have said, and nothing's the end of the world.
No.
True.
Nothing is the end of the world. Like honestly, like sometimes you can take a step back for yourself to realize how amazing it is you have a kid. They might have done poured
No.
something ridiculous on the ground. You're like, why'd you do that? And you take a step back. Does that matter tomorrow?
True.
Right. So
Mm.
nothing's
Good
at
advice.
The
risk.
bigger picture is it.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, you should pipe
Totally,
in.
I totally agree with
You should
you.
probably just speak up so they can hear you on the mic here, though. But
No,
give us
I
something.
absolutely
Can't steal
agree.
mine.
This is
Don't
our,
steal mine. I
this
try
is
to
our
steal
sub and
Sarah's.
Patty. We're all like new tonight, minus Adam.
I would say that there's always time for recovery. So if there's a mistake that's happened, you've got many years and
True.
days to fix those things. So
Yep.
Yeah.
as a parent, there's lots of recovery time.
Taking notes.
I know, right?
You haven't taken all these notes.
Oh, I'm gonna see if we missed anything on here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, when was the first shoot you took in your place?
New space.
Oh, your new
studio.
place.
The new
So
studio.
have you used your new studio?
Oh, yeah,
studio?
Yeah,
Yep.
we have.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we still have to finish it inside, but we can
These
shoot
are
in it
good.
now.
Oh, cool.
And December.
Oh,
We had
nice.
a newborn shoot.
And
December.
Oh, that's cute.
it was actually December 12th.
December
It
12th.
wasn't December 12th.
Oh,
She
well,
guessed because she didn't
She was
know.
close. Yeah.
I think it was
That's so
like the
cute.
27th.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And does she like to get involved in your business?
Oh, she
like,
sure
is she
does.
interested in
She
photography?
loves it.
She's gonna be
Yeah.
the next little.
We hope so.
Hopefully.
We're going to try and get her on Photoshop soon.
Oh,
So she can do the
Little
production
free
work.
labor.
Yeah,
Ah,
exactly.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Tuck all
Yeah.
these pictures, edit them.
Yeah.
That's actually a great idea.
I know it is.
That's
I know.
How do you take your photos?
What does she say?
We try to get the family to have fun with lots of smiles.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yep.
And do you have any tips for people that are gonna like book family shoots, or like, do you want to be super coordinated color-wise? Like, what?
That's
Do
a
you want to
good
be all
question.
matchy, or
Well,
do you want to?
not it doesn't have to be matchy, but you do want to avoid like patterns or stripes or logos or.
Like, we
very
wouldn't go
bright
get in a picture
colors.
together.
Well,
We look too clashy.
So Alex and I.
But
dressed
you
for
guys
the-
actually look. All three of you look, I think, great.
Yeah, we could go for family photos, right?
Yeah.
So I planned the shirt with no logo, stripes, or patterns.
Yeah.
Oh, that's smart.
So if you lay clothes out and you kind of sort of
We
step back
didn't.
and
We didn't do any
squint
of
at
that.
it, if it jumps out at you, it might not be the best
That's fair.
option.
And
Something
plus,
like
you
that.
probably don't want like crazy sayings and things that like
Yeah,
in
no.
10,
We just want
like, a
people's
couple years
faces
they're
and
not.
Like
expressions to
BLT.
stand out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bullying
It's a
stops.
kind of shirt.
Oh, I mean,
I know.
it is
No,
nice.
that's a
that
good
it-
shirt. That's a very nice
It's a good
shirt.
shirt. But don't wear
You're
it to
making
your
fun of my
family
shirt
photos.
here.
Question: 1 out of 10. How much do you like photographying?
Oh, Sophia.
Answer.
That's a
10.
10, yeah.
It's a
She answers
definite 10.
It's a
yeah.
definite
Oh,
10.
she's so sweet. Say that again. Anything
We
else?
should have brought her
I know.
We should have.
next time. Next time.
Okay.
So Sarah says that Adam, you should share your golf analogy.
The golf analogy.
Miss Brittany.
Oh.
So basically, the golf analogy for kids is, you know, you have those days, like, you know, when you're golfing, and it's
Do
the
you
worst
golf?
day ever. And the worst, like,
No.
and everything's the worst.
No, me either.
You get
Favorite
that
stuff.
one shot that goes straight down the fairway, hit it 200 yards, and then that you can't wait to golf again. But you get that one shot. So with parenting, sometimes that happens. It's even the worst day, and you're like, "Why are you doing this?" And then they turn around, and look at you, and say, "I love you, Daddy."
Well, that's your one.
That's the shot.
Well, that's
That's the shot.
That's
That's my golf analogy.
That's Sophia had soccer tonight, and I'm driving her home, and she's like, "Well, Mommy, what are you gonna do?" And I'm like, "I'm not really sure. I have absolutely no clue." And she's like, "Okay, but what are you gonna cook?" Again, babe, I have no clue. We're gonna wing it. She's like, "I have an idea." So she came home and she wrote that out for us. And
I was actually relieved when they came in. They're like, "We have questions." I was like, "Give me those." I'll pull those out.
so there's your golfing analogy. She,
Yes.
she goes and does stuff like that, and it just melts your heart.
Yeah, very, very sweet.
Is there anything that you guys want to tell the camera? Like, talk about your CrossFit, your photography, like eating healthy. Like, is there anything you want to share, like, that we haven't touched on?
And what did I miss? I feel like I didn't do a lot of
You
research.
did amazing. You guys did amazing.
No, you guys
Take
are
a second
awesome.
to really-
This is
you guys
fun.
did amazing as the first time.
Yes, good work.
Get better soon, Ben.
We don't need Ben.
Oh, Ben.
Ben who?
You stay at home and get
Yeah.
all the
You
rest
get
of
better.
Well, Ben can come back and make like the
Can we
real
make
food.
pork?
The
Yeah,
pork.
yeah, yeah.
And
Just
then-
tell us about the pork.
Yeah, I'll just chat with people while he's
I was
making
just like,
the
I
pork.
don't know how to like prepare pork, and I was just like, oh, that's good.
So we got
Yeah.
Scott McIntyre
We're gonna be
saying
back
that
from
you're
there,
perfect for the show. They make delicious brownies.
What kind of brownies are those?
As well, not to mention some amazing pulled pork. So you use your egg for that.
We
We would,
have,
yep.
but slow cooker's good too. Yeah.
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 Nice to put it in.
If you don't want to go outside
True.
and tend to.
This is true.
Tend
Does
to
it give off
barbecue.
a lot of smoke?
No.
I guess it's a smoker.
Oh,
right?
it is. You lift the lid and or actually no, when you take it off, it's got a vented thing and you see the smoke coming out and you smell it. It's
But it's not like massive
No,
things
no.
of smoke.
No.
We need one for here.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, I mean, like, I guess we'd
I
need
see,
like.
there are smaller ones, and
Yeah.
I've seen them used in inside in kitchens. Like as long as you have a vent,
Yeah.
you definitely.
Yeah, but sometimes our smoker will smoke out the whole place.
We're gonna get a new one.
Oh, excellent. New smokers
Oh,
for
are we?
everyone.
But we do, yeah.
Yay,
we do
Patty.
smoked chicken legs and we sell them in the
Oh.
shop. And we do, oh, it's
Yeah, they smoke the I think the pork for the pulled pork and the
Yeah,
brisket.
yeah,
Basically,
smoked
all the
turkey.
delicious
So
smoked
good.
yeah, it
things.
is.
We can smoke it all
So good.
day.
It is delicious.
So anything you want to share? Anything else you can think of?
What was your favorite out of the three?
Well, no one tried.
I
the
didn't
Oh,
try
I
it.
haven't tried those. Those are my
I've been
favorites.
slaving over here.
Eat the peanut butter cup. Well, they're almond.
Hey, peanut butter cup.
I mean, no pressure,
these
no
the almond
pressure.
ones?
These are the almond ones.
Your
Yeah.
feelings hurt? Your feelings hurt a little bit?
Those nuts are really good. Oh wow. Okay. Wow.
I licked it.
That's your Valentine's. You take all
yummy.
this home, and there's your Valentine's.
Oh my
gift.
gosh, yes.
Yeah, for
Well, that's good.
They're
Did you try
good,
one?
right?
Did you try one? I think I just drooled.
That's fine.
So what's in that one for sugar?
So
It's
this
still
is.
honey.
Is it maple?
It's just honey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
But I
just
think you could
the
definitely use a substitute of sorts.
So that was maple syrup.
Because this is just
I'll eat it.
chocolate, and then it was the almond butter, honey, and coconut oil.
Yeah.
Which coconut oil is fine, right, for paleo or keto. But I don't even think you really. I mean, I guess it adds some sweetness, but you probably don't need it.
Can you do peanut butter?
Yeah. So we try.
Oh yeah.
No. For keto is what I mean.
Oh yeah. Oh, natural?
Natural?
No,
Yeah.
like added stuff, peanut butter. No.
So it really wouldn't be bad, but
No.
Those are really good.
That would be like a fat bomb.
Yes, and that's what the keto is all
Yeah.
about, the fat.
No, I don't get
Healthier.
I don't know how you can lose weight if you're just trying to eat all the fat, but I guess
You're like, you're substituting your carbs for fat.
Yeah, don't ask me.
I have
Oh,
no
okay.
idea.
she's on it, but she doesn't understand it.
So you can do the 5 times fast to get.
Oh,
that's-
yes.
Yep.
Wrap up.
Yeah,
And
so
that's the camera.
that's what I do. Okay. So what, you do that every show?
Yes.
We end every show.
We end every show with saying chit chat chop 5 times fast. Do I do a countdown? Like a 5?
I do the
We all do
countdown.
it.
You do the
Like,
countdown.
We all do it
And
at the
then-
same time?
And then,
Yeah,
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 we
yeah.
go like
This
chit
or
chat
just-
chop, chit chat chop 5 times.
5 times fast.
I might swear.
That's fine.
okay. We've been waiting for it.
Yeah.
I got
My
the
fingers-
delay button right here.
Beep. Chit chat beep.
So I count down. I go 3, 2, 1, and then you guys go chit chat chop,
I'm
chit
not
chat.
doing it.
I'm gonna count on my
The
fingers.
first time
We're
we got a
doing it.
refusal.
Yeah.
Give me the chocolate. So you look. So camera's there. So you guys ready?
Yep.
Ready.
3, 2, 1.
Chit chat chop, chit chat chop, chit chat chop, chit chat chop, chit chat chop.
Oh!
Chop chop chop.
There you go. Now say it.
Chit chat chop.
It's a word you've been trying to say the whole time.
Oh, brother.
We're off, right? We're done. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Tell me you're next. Tell me you're
Okay,
next.
no, okay, well, these need to cool, and then the peanut butter right out.
I saw her face.
Do you notice it all of a sudden just disappears?
I saw her face. I was like,